Welcome back to my channel. As someone who has dealt with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, a lack of self-love in my younger days, and now is like finally really reaching true self-confidence, I just feel like I need to talk about this because I have gone through this journey for a hot minute. In middle school, high school, and parts of college, I wasn't really doing anything to improve it. I was just continuing to compare myself to other people and like sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into this self-hatred that there was a point in college where I was like crying for like 2 days straight because I just really did not like myself. I'm so happy that now at 25, I can say that I do like myself and I like accept myself 80%. Like we're still working on it. Like I said, I haven't fully reached true full self-confidence because everything is just a journey, which is why I wanted to talk about today's topic, which is confidence on bad days. Like how to keep up the journey when you are feeling like complete trash. There was a day a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago where I was just feeling just not it. I was not liking myself. What triggered, okay, I feel like I'm stepping into the video too much. If you are interested in hearing more about like how to keep up your confidence journey when you are not feeling good, keep on watching. So what I was about to talk about is triggers, because identifying what triggers you to resort back to this energy of self-hate and disgust with yourself. My triggers are my acne, because I'll look in the mirror and if I'm like really breaking out, I just feel so sad and disgusted with myself because I'm like, this is not what I look like. Like, why do I continue to have acne when I'm taking all the steps? And it just like spirals and spirals. It can spiral a lot and cause me to have a bad day. It's really important to get out of your head when you have those triggers, because those triggers are tests. Those triggers are tests that are trying to bring you back into the hole that you can find yourself in. And it's really important to get out of that hole, which is where the confidence comes in, which is where this journey will help you get out of those holes. So like I said, I had a day where I was feeling off. My triggers were triggering because, like, as you can see, you can kind of see a little bit, but I have hormonal acne and I'm taking tretinoin. And with tretinoin, there's a lot of cell turnover. So that means more acne will be coming up because it is stripping away all the dirty stuff, whatever. I don't know truly how it works, but like, it's just a lot of fast cell turnover. So you're gonna have a lot more acne because that's all of the acne that was under your skin is coming up and then it's going away. And so I had like a pretty annoying, I'll just say annoying, because it wasn't bad. I've had worse breakouts, but I had a really annoying set of breakouts happening. And it just made me think about, oh wow, I just wish I could go outside with no makeup. I mean, I still do, but I think that day I just wanted to go with no makeup and I couldn't because I felt uncomfortable in my skin. I felt bad about myself for a while that day, but then I was thinking in my head, like in the middle of the day, like, wow, am I really just gonna let myself be upset because I'm having a breakout? Like, come on. I know that my tretinoin is working as much as it can at this stage. What can I do to get myself out of this funk? And it's great because I feel like younger me would not be thinking about like the solutions, the steps to take to get out of a rut. But now that like I'm at this point in my self-confidence journey, I am always thinking about like, okay, how can I get out of this? Because I want to ensure that like, you know, I'm understanding what's causing me to feel this way and how I can resolve it. Like, I love that I'm more like action solution oriented in this journey. And so as I was thinking about like, oh, what do I usually do when I'm feeling bad so that this low self-esteem doesn't ruin my day? So the first thing after like, you know, identifying your triggers is to really look within and release the negative self-hate. So we know our triggers, right? And now it's time to think about those triggers in relation to our inner self, in relation to our values and our hearts and our gut. Like, is it really that deep? 1, 2, do I need to put myself down, feel hatred towards myself because I'm feeling this way? 3, release the emotions. That's like the way that I like to go about it, because a lot of times these triggers, they can be superficial for me, and then a lot of times these triggers are very deep. When you're able to identify if it's like a superficial trigger or like a really deep internal thing that you need to work through, that's when you're able to identify those emotions and release them. Whether that's through journaling, whether that's through therapy, whether that's through whatever healing practice you are going through to go through this self-confidence journey, you have to release the negative emotions. You have to work through that part. And I'm all about releasing emotions and negative self-talk because it just allows you to move so much more freely in your day instead of holding it all in. Like we have to let all of this like internal trauma and internal self-hatred out in whatever practice works best for you, because I know for everyone it's going to be different. But like once you're able to like release that part, then we can make some improvements in our self-confidence. Another thing that I do on my bad days is I get off of social media. I'm like, I can't be on these apps right now because I'm gonna spiral into the dark hole and I don't want to. So I get off of social media because that is really where the root of the comparison is as well. Because when you're having a bad day and then you're like, okay, let me just scroll on social media to forget about it, you're gonna see like all these influencers, all these models, you're gonna see all of these lifestyles that maybe you want or you are like working towards, and you're gonna start comparing yourself. That's just like what's gonna happen because you're already like so down about yourself, you're already so frustrated with how your life is and how you are, and you're gonna see people in this perfect state, their hair looks beautiful, they're traveling, they're doing all the things you want to do, and it's just going to keep you stuck down. So I get off of social media. The mindless scrolling doesn't help. Doom scrolling is exactly what it is. It's doom. So we can't keep putting ourselves in these states where we're not helping ourselves get out of it. I also want you to think to yourself, is this a test? Life is not always going to be easy. There's always going to be like bumps. When you're able to have like a secure confidence, that's when you're able to withstand everything. You can take over the world, okay? The universe likes to play these little tests with us just to make sure that we are actually in love with ourselves. We actually have the confidence, the self-esteem to be true to ourselves and to actually honor who we are. I think these tests are all about seeing if we have self-resilience, if we are able to brush things off because our self-esteem and self-confidence is so strong and nothing can crack it. Because that is the point that we're all trying to reach, right? We want to be able to have a bad day, but not let it actually be a bad day. Let it be like a bad second, a bad moment, because we have this confidence that allows us to brush this off, allows us to realize, oh, this is nothing. Like, this is not who I am. I am so true to myself that I don't need to let these triggers actually ruin my day, because they're just nothing but triggers. They are triggers that we've worked through, that we have been able to truly like overcome, and they've only just made us stronger. Because if we're able to overcome like internal trauma, if we're able to overcome triggers, if we're able to overcome negative self-talk, that means like outside external factors cannot break us down. Like, we are so secure in ourselves. I think whenever I'm having my bad day and I'm just thinking about who I really want to be, and that person is so confident, like if they make a mistake, it's fine because they know that this mistake is only just a lesson in their life. So they do not need to freak out and like be all anxious about it, because we have an abundant mindset that reminds us like we're worthy of everything that we set our minds to. And when you think of it as like a test, that's something you can overcome. That is something you can excel at. You can get a straight A if you practice. If you learn about who you are, it just allows you to ace that test. And when I think of these bad days as tests, that just reminds me that it's not the end to my story. This is not the end of my day. This is just a hurdle that I have to overcome, because I've been practicing through this journey. And practicing, I mean like, having these healthy habits, having more of an abundant mindset, not letting my triggers beat me down, reminding myself that I am extraordinary and I am amazing, and I actually can achieve everything that I have been setting my mind to because I am hardworking. I can ace the bad day. I can excel through it. I would also say I like to do something special for myself when I'm having a bad day in my self-confidence journey. So whether that's taking myself out on a date, treating myself nice, you know, getting dressed up, getting all cute, and just treating myself because I deserve it, that can help lift my spirits as like an external thing. But also like just pampering myself, just really treating myself with love and care. Because when I treat myself with love and care, I am just reminded of the importance of my confidence. The inner voice, that negative inner voice, she will come for you because life be lifing, and she will try and make you compare yourself to everyone. And also remember why you started this journey, okay? It was not to stay in this place of self-hate, this hater energy. You started this journey to elevate yourself to the person you know you can be. You just have to like get rid of these blockades that you've set up for years. And look, I know how hard it is. Trust me, like I've said, I've been on this journey for a while, but you have to remember your commitment to your goal of achieving self-love. I think as long as you're able to commit to your goal of achieving that feeling of total like comfort within yourself, feeling like you are deserving of everything, worthy of everything, that is like so crucial to getting yourself out of this rut. Who wants to be on this journey? You know, like you're halfway there and then you have a bad day and it just causes you to turn around in the journey. You don't want that. You're just wasting too much time if you allow yourself to just stick into these bad days. If you are honest with yourself, then you will be able to tell yourself truthfully that you can't be this way any longer. And truly self-confident people are honest with themselves. They take themselves seriously. They don't allow little things and BS to push them off of their journey. And those are like habits and practices that we have to emulate and really integrate into our lives and how we're like moving forward in this journey, because that's who you're gonna be when you reach that full like self-actualization and self-confidence. You're going to be like this honest person with yourself and with others, and you will be able to like fend off any of those emotions and feelings that are just not for you, that rub you the wrong way, things that don't serve you anymore. You will be able to like withstand them. And yeah, so I hope these little tidbits help y'all, because they definitely have been helping me in my journey. I'll see you guys in my next video.